Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, eggs of all different types of cooking styles, whether that be fried, scrambled, Benedict, hard-boiled, soft-boiled, and others. Welcome to the next video of Dawnhaven World of Warcraft housing. We're currently on number 48, Vargul or Zirka, depending on which, quite similar to my name, but still acceptable. We are going to start off with the outside of the house. As you can see, nothing on the ground. All items seem to be up here. And I will say, looking at this, it is quite an interesting building from all different types of angles. I do very much like it. It's like some sort of floating creation, like a necropolis or something like that. I do think it is quite an interesting build. I do like how well it's been done. Let's check about its evenness. It does seem to be quite even, which is quite good and exactly what we want to see. It's very symmetrical, except of course like the rocky parts of it, but I think that gives it a little bit more character. And it is quite interesting, and I do like the entrance as well into the house. Very good, very interesting. Let us continue inside and see what we can see. Alright, we first come into this house and we see at the entrance there is some weapons being stored in some sort of holding area, which is pretty cool and exciting, and then some just basic barrels. And as we walk in, we will once again always go left first. We do see some plushies up there in a cage, and it seems like some weird blood has been dripped down, like some sort of weird sacrifice happening over there. And we do see the Dawnhaven approved plushie inside a beautiful void-like arena. Maybe not void, but it's some sort of simulated area that is going to keep them stuck. Stasis, there you go, it's a stasis thing. And then there is also some torture over here as well. Very fun, very exciting. You know what? It's hilarious. I do like the coffins are on the ground, like this is some sort of weird ritual site. It is quite good, but we do have the Dawnhaven approved plushie, 1000 points. So let's continue along the left hand side and see what we can see around here. We come to some sort of ritual circle over here, which is quite exciting. I do like this room, it is quite interesting. I do like seeing the books up here, bookshelves up here. As well as some other areas around here, sort of like some books along the ground and a floating tome on this bench. Having some additional items on here is also quite good. I do like it a lot. Amazing, that's what we want to see. We do see some beautiful lighting here. Are the lights correct with the front or the largest one at the back? Yes, they are both the same. Good to see, we like to see it. A nice little fireplace in the corner for fun. Maybe something to block the back wall might improve that a little bit, maybe some sort of stone thing. However, I do like it. And some more weapons and whatnot all around. Alright. Let's continue along left. Alright, we're gonna have to work out exactly what we'll do. We're gonna continue around left and left again, why not? To look inside a nice little bedroom with a little bath, little shelves, and a little mood changer, which is always fun. So this is quite an interesting little bedroom. I would like to see maybe some extra things on the shelves here. Maybe some sort of bedside table or something like that to improve the sides of it. So I think that would do well to improve this area. Maybe some more things inside this bookshelves here. However, maybe it is just a guest room and you're meant to bring your own little knickknacks and doodads. Anyway, we'll continue on to the left here. We see some sort of head inside a green vat. I think this is well done, having it like that. It is quite an interesting thing. I do like seeing that floating area up there, and also these other sort of rituals and areas around here. And then we will continue along the side. I do like the potions and whatnot. It seems to be some sort of fell factory of evil things. Do like a little cute spider web in the corner. And we'll continue left and we'll come into this big room here, which I believe we think. And we've got some lovely little soup here. And then the biggest, fattest mushroom I ever did see. My goodness. And I do like all the nature here. Nature is always quite a good thing. Seems to be like some sort of overgrown room. Has some what are these? Flaps? It's got some nice flaps, okay? I very much approve of your flaps, your curtains, dirty curtains. It makes it seem like interesting area. And we do have a little stain of green down here for some reason. It seems like this barrel fell over and stained it, so that's actually pretty exciting. I like that. I do like the nature area around here. I don't know what this is, this giant mushroom. Way too big. Fungal thing. Ah, there it is. That's what it is. Phased into the ground. Very fun. Very exciting. We like to see it. Let's see what's up here. This is the second floor up here. Very exciting to see up here. I do like the floating books around. I think it is very good having two of them floating around. A bunch more books around everywhere. Seems like some sort of mage's little tower. Maybe some sort of evil necromancer mage doing weird experiments all around everywhere. And once again, we will go left first. We come up where we see the other custom ramp that we've got coming up here. I do very much like this little area. I feel like it could use a few more little bits and pieces around. But I do like this little sort of cooking area here. I feel like it's a little bit empty and it could use some things around. Maybe some things on the walls as well. For this little kitchen area. Maybe some shelving or something like that. But it is a very interesting area and it is color coordinated quite well to the theme of this whole building that Zirka has created. We do come across a bookshelf in the thing. I do like this being here, but I would maybe like to see a little bit more things on the shelves to sort of give this a little bit more character. But I do like the attempt to have two little bits and pieces there. Now we come to the little room of the paints. Room of the paints, the painting room. It is interesting. I do like the little fireplace around here. And the paintings are placed around quite interestingly around here. And I do like seeing it there. And now we'll be looking at the last room before going into the middle. And this seems to just be the treasure room, full of chests to open, full of loot everywhere. I do very much like it. I think it is very good and very interesting having this treasure room here. It does seem like the house of an adventurer, maybe. Maybe a mage adventurer that's got a bit too much into his little experiments. And now we're going to go into the eating room here. We do have a very large table with for very few people. I do like the items around here, like this is what's being served. Maybe some additional teacups or something like that to improve this area here, and maybe a little something on here, as well as this one seeing a little bit empty. And then we have some beautiful heads. I do very much like this area here. I think it's a very fun area. I do like the bits and pieces on the table. It does have the little tea here. Seems like only one person has been eating here. And I maybe needs to be ahead of the table. And maybe only one chair should be like that. And the other ones can just be normal. But it does seem to be a very interesting area. All in all, I think it's a very fun place. Very interesting place. I do like all the items all around everywhere. All in all, I think it's a very well built house. I do like the layout a lot of just coming straight up and it's just a nice, very square house, especially if it's inside a necropolis. It is very exciting. The little plushy destruction room is quite a fun place. All in all, I think it's a very well themed house and it is quite interesting and fun. But maybe the bedroom, as I said, could use a little bit more. And maybe a few more items around on the shelves, but it is a very well themed house and I think it is quite fun and very good. And they've done a good job making their little fun torture room. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll see you next time on Dawnhaven Housing Z. It is quite fun. Once again, look at the beautiful necropolis outside. Good job.